Christwood here, January 2nd, 2022, 1:15 p.m. Congratulations once again, this really is done because I have absolutely nothing left on the right side of my fucking head. It's been completely destroyed and damaged. I could go to a hospital to prove it, but I cannot go to a hospital to prove it. Reason being, doctors are involved with this crime on me. I'm going through identity theft. I'm being brain damaged. I'm being injured. I'm being tortured. It's all being done through remote neural monitoring. I have shit in the back of my head and in my body. This happened after I was living at my previous address. I was sitting out on my porch. The ex-chief went by in a white Jeep. He waved. I waved back, and as soon as I waved back, there was a black truck beside him. They pointed something out the window, shot it, and it went into my right ear. This was back in 2019, and this was after me talking to Stacy, a mental health worker. Was not for me, was for somebody else. I ended up walking out on her the next day. The Judas Goat, David Smith, a pastor. He has no business calling himself anything but a fucking criminal. Pretty much delivered me my last meal. And then after that, maybe 10 minutes later, Spencer Mills showed up to basically threaten me and intimidate me to let me know that if I did not quit talking about what was taking place with the Morning Star mission, there would be serious consequences. After that, William Wooldridge came onto the scene. Constantly stalking, showing up everywhere I was, showing up everywhere my mother was, calling my mom his mother. And the reason being is he was told this from Spencer Mills and Stacy, his boyfriend and mental health worker, now Kingston. They're human traffickers. They're human sex trade slavery traffickers, identity thieves. They're identity thieves, financial thefts and frauds, injuring, torturing, stalking, putting prisoner tracking on victims for stalking, for framing, kidnapping after asking for help against these cops and doctors and Wooldridge 24 hours later after asking for help with arresting, with lawyers arresting and lawsuits and everything else against them. 24 hours later, I was kidnapped for my blood and my piss through Shelley Huffington's lies about incompetency bullshit, but that was just an excuse to shut me up. And it was an excuse to get my blood and piss, which they did. And then they left me in a different city afterwards. Stalking, arrest refusals, medical blacklisting, being treated like a piece of shit by doctors, being called retarded, being told that my head swelling up, and everything else is a need for a shrink, pun intended, to ignorant fucks. They thought that sodomy was funny, conveniently. Why? Because they are involved with this and they are helping cover it up. Lies against me and how it's being done is through Spencer Mills. He is using his badge. He is using his position. He is using the lies that he is. He is a liar. He has no truth in him in any way, shape, or form. He's too much of a psychotic criminal cop. And that's why his boyfriend is a fucking serial killer. He is the next Colonel Williams of OPP, above suspicion, and he's using his boyfriend and their tech that they have to do it. They're using remote neural monitoring, which is invasive surveillance. They see me doing this, they hear me doing it, they know I'm doing it. stalking, kidnapping, and then falsely having me arrested saying that I'm fucking doing this and that, and then they expect me to plead guilty to something I am not guilty of. So that's not gonna happen. So they can criminalize me more, try to. And the reason it happened, it was co-conspired. And the reason it happened is because, once again, me wanting their arrest, me wanting lawsuits against them because they are cops and because they are doctors and they are using their badges, their positions, their credentials. But anyway, he's criminalizing Spencer Mills, and the rest are pre-criminalizing their victims, using their positions, using lies, false guise of law. That way nobody is any wiser of the crimes that they are committing against the victims. And this is one way of getting out of it. Plus, they are using fucking tech to do it too. They are committing sodomies. They're injuring, they're torturing, like I said, medically blacklisting, all to benefit them, causing deformities for identity thefts, using remote neuromonitoring, because now with Wooldridge broadcasting through me 24/7, I read as him. He's a delusional fucking inmate, psychotic piece of shit. He does not know reality, and that's exactly another reason why they are using this motherfucker and protecting him and surrounding with hands and guns to prevent his arrest and theirs and doctors and everybody else involved. You speak police crimes, you will be injured, tortured, medically blacklisted, lobotomized, lied about, kidnapped, stalked, and then criminalized more to turn you into more of a victim so they could get away with the crimes that they are committing and getting away with very successfully using their badges, positions, credentials. Very dangerous cops, and they are guilty of murder. Is OPP Lennox and Acton Spencer Mills, Staff Sergeant, ex-chief, Shannon Cork, Robert Kane, Robert Lucas, Tatiana V, Shelley Huffington, Stacy, mental health worker, once again was Daily Tea Company, now Kingston, short blonde hair. And then there's Blair Hardy, co-drug trafficker with Kane and Wooldridge and Mills. The human traffickers, the children and adults, sex slavery. This is convenient of OPP. How people are disappearing is through the cops and through their inmate junkies, and they're being covered up with their co-committing doctors. It's being done to the poor, homeless, elderly, natives, disabled. They are hate criminals. They are terrorists. They are committing domestic terrorism. They are committing treason. And they are committing homicides, and they are getting away with it right here in Napanee because it's a fucking small town, and they got this town locked down. They control it with Wooldridge. He is the one that they answer to. They take their orders from him, not Commissioner Semple. They take it from Wooldridge. And I will not be proven wrong because he's untouchable, he's unarrestable. So, but anyway, I just wanted to say congratulations. This is pretty much done. Now you can start with the fucking turnaround and everything else on me. Time bought. Conveniently well spent. Time well bought to try to fuck me more to turn this around on me. Well, prevented me help. So congratulations, because that's exactly what you're going to do. You are going to try to turn this around on me just like the doctors are. And you're going to try to use that mental illness bullshit. You're going to try every other thing that you've already tried against me. And I know this, to get away with the crimes you're committing. So congratulations, as you can see once again, Wooldridge, you cocksucking fuck of 149 Center Street, who is bald, white on the sides, now wears glasses like me, delusional piece of shit. You are guilty of murder. You are guilty of injuring and torturing with the intent to commit identity theft and fucking murder, you piece of shit. You're a tech using fucking junkie. So, damage is pretty much done, skull deformed and everything else, so congratulations, you fucking bastard. And everything can be proven if I could actually go to a hospital. One way or another, all you cocksuckers involved, you are going to be charged, you are going to be arrested, and you will face murder fucking charges one way or another that you deserve for the crimes that you are committing against me and probably many others in Napanee, and it's all through Spencer Mills, through Staff Sergeant, through Chief now gone, the human traffickers, families of murdered and missing. You should check these people because they're probably involved. Christ would love all, hate none.